What's up, guys? Happy Thursday. It's a good tune. Not bad for YouTube music. All right, well, appreciate you guys joining tonight. Tonight we've got Microsoft Flight Simulator FS2020, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be flying in FSEconomy tonight. VR Aviation Group. If you're interested, I'll show you how to join that. But we're going to be going over that tonight and doing a little flight here from Cape May to Carlisle, Pennsylvania. It's that 124, well, it's 127 nautical miles. In the TBM 930, everybody's favorite plane in FSEconomy these days. That's for sure. All right, well, listen, appreciate you guys joining again. Elaine, thank you. Pretty sure it's Elaine. Is that the right way to pronounce it? Elaine? Reason why I ask is I worked with a bunch of Canadians a long time ago, and that's how they pronounced it. So I want to make sure. Alan. Okay, thank you. Alan. I'll remember that, hopefully. Well, appreciate you joining. Hey, listen, guys. So, so back in Microsoft Flight Simulator, or FS2020, in the TBM 930, in FSEconomy. I guess it's about an hour flight, something like that. And I'm going to be using SmoothTrack tonight, which is an Alpine. Sounds like pain. Elaine. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to be using SmoothTrack tonight, which is an app that I heard about it. I actually heard about it or found out about it. I guess, I forget. I was just cruising. I think I was on Facebook and I saw someone post it. And then someone in my Discord mentioned it. So I looked into it, tried it out, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. Been FS2020, no VR support, so looking for a stopgap to track head movement so you don't have to, be using your hat switch and all that all the time to look around. And it works really well. I actually found that, been using it a little bit today, I found that it's good to have a toggle set up to have it off and on, because like when you're, the main time that I'm going to be, I would use head tracking is when I'm taking off or landing, because you're looking around. When you're flying, once you're on autopilot, there's not much to do, right? So, well, there's a lot to do, but there's not a lot of head movement. So I have basically bound two things, keyboard things. One is to center it, and the other is to toggle it off and on. And I've actually found that I was having some problems with drifting and centering and stuff, and that was because when I did the video I put up this morning, I had my iPhone in the wrong area. So I found the right spot for it, and now I'm not really getting any drifting at all. And I messed around with the attributes a little bit and kind of dialed it in, so it's much better now. But anyway, so I'll be using that, and so let's get on with it. So I've got the flight all set up here. Let me just get this going. Take Microsoft. I keep saying the goddamn name. FS2020. All right. Let me show you guys. Yeah. By the way, I'm on the East server at Cape May, KWWD. If you guys want to join me and fly with me to Carlisle, that's fine. I'm on the East U.S. server. So if you want to join me there at Cape May and fly along to N94, cool with me. All right, so let me show you what we got planned here. We've got 7 Cumberland Valley campers all heading to Carlisle in the TBM 930, 110 gallons of petro. Should be plenty to get us there. Now I don't have any return trips here. at Carlisle. So I'll probably just keep the plane there until some stuff is generated, so I can drive it back to Cape May. This plane is his home is Cape May, and I've got this is one of our group planes, and I've got a bonus on there, so a distance bonus to sort of keep people from flying it all over the place. Even though they end up flying it all over the place anyway. So we're gonna do cold and dark, by the way. So by the checklist, get this thing started up. So that's our flight. That's the passengers flying for VR Aviation. Just to give you guys a quick update of how we're doing with the group, we've got. Don't ignore these first two lines; those are my personal. So VR Aviation, we've got actually today we have $24,000 in income from pilots today, which is very, very good. We're over $1 million now. We're generating about between 18 and 25,000 a day from our pilots. If you look at the logs here, I mean Paramox, Crackerjack, KK Tech, Kyoto. This is all from today. That page is from today, and then just a ton of flights, which is great. Real quickly, we'll look at the leaderboard because we are having a contest this week or this month, I should say. If we look at the leaderboard, we have to do. For some reason, the website's kind of broken here. There you go. It's gonna take a few seconds here. We have a contest. The person with the most flights in September, the member that keeps their income margin above 20 is going to win. So if we sort this by flights, right now it looks like Crackerjack is in the lead, followed closely by Paramox, and the rest of us are kind of stuck in pond water. I've got a very low margin this month because I've been doing a lot of ferry flights to get the planes back to where they belong so you guys can fly them, and you don't make a lot of money on those because you can't always get jobs. So sorry about that. I have to step up my margin. But appreciate all the flying this month, and everyone's getting in on the action, which is awesome. So all right, and that's the plan for today. And so we are in the sim here. I'm going to go. I want to start my flight right away, so I don't forget to do that. So I just started the flight and making sure that I did. Yep, we're good there. So let me get the head tracking going. All right, there you go. Beautiful. All right, so we're going to go checklist. Before starting the engines, let's see. Crash lever up. What the hell is the crash lever? Oh, there you go. That. I don't know what that is. Source, battery, GPU. Okay, this is going to be a new one for me. I've never started this plane before, so what do we got up here? Okay. I don't see source, battery, GPU. Oh, here we go. Right here. Move crash bar up. All right, gotcha. Source, battery, GPU. Okay. Generator to main. De-ice test. Where the hell's de-ice? Probably down below. De-ice. Okay, de-ice test. Landing gear test. It is down. Okay. And fuel on board. We're good there. All right, good. Engine start. Ignition to auto. All right, you know how to start this, right? So this actually might be better if I do. Where's ignition? Is it up top again? Ignition to auto, which it is. Aux pump boost on. Clear prop. Starter on 2 seconds and then 2 seconds off. 1, 2. Oh, it just turned off for itself. Okay. Throttle. Let's see. Hold on. Throttle. Low idle. I got it on taxi. Okay. %. Okay. ITT. Are we starting up here? Yep. Okay, good. That's good. ITT. Okay, stall no heat. All right, so we check. All right, hold on. Check. Oil pressure looks good. Automatic starter to off. It is off, right? Okay. Let's see. Throttle low idle. Oil pressure check. Aux boost pump to auto. It is. Fuel select to auto. That's a big one. It is. So we just tick these off. Fuel select shift button. Okay. AP trims on. AP trims on. Autopilot trim. Not sure. Huh? Yeah. Generator main. Oh, that's not right. I just turned the set generator to main. Okay, main. Bleed. Auto. Okay, good. You guys watching me. So we're good to go here, but what's my yellow here? Stall. No heat. Okay, so pitot heat. Okay, so we gotta get our lights on. Pitot heat. Aux boost pump is on. Doesn't want to be on. Okay, that's good. Bruce, how you doing? Oh, you're welcome. It's a pretty cool app, isn't it? Stormcat, how you doing? Glad, thanks for joining. Appreciate it, Stormcat. Parking brake, auto select. Good. Okay, so we're good to go. All right, that wasn't too tough. We're gonna do altitude at. We'll fly our. Let's go up to 5,000. Can I keep it a little bit low today? This has FLC in it, right? So we're gonna use the FLC. Does it have FLC? Yes. So we're going to go, we got to get our GPS nav on. We have to go OBS. Wait, I got to set the FMS here. How do I do that? Oh, there it is, the source. I want FMS. All right, beautiful. Okay. Fumbling my way through. Nav on, flight director on. We're going to set our vertical speed. I know this thing has no, FLC. We're going to go vertical speed, 130. I know this thing has, I think it has auto throttle too, but I'm not going to mess with that today. So we've got our waypoints in. We've got our altitude set. We've got set on nav. Flight directors on. FLC is on. And we are good to go. We've got all our lights on. Let's see. Where's our lights? Taxi lights. Put our nav lights on. Put our strobe on. Get the panel lights up a little bit so we can see in case it gets dark, if it's not going to. Cabin. Okay. And, yeah, now we could read things a little bit better. All right, cool. So, we just have to avoid this, this big pillar there, whatever the hell that is. Oh, it's a tower. All right, so we're gonna. This is actually a non-towered airport. So now we're right here. Once we get to the, now you see, if you watch the video I put up, I really fixed the drifting problem. It was my configuration problem, and it seems to be working great now. Look at this. I'm staring right there. I'm in a comfortable position. I can, if I want, I can, just quickly go, just move my head slowly right there. Just moved a little bit to look 45 degrees that way. A little bit to look 45 degrees that way. Those are really the looks you're going to want. If I want to look in the back of the cabin, I turn my head about 50 degrees and I can look back. So I've got it kind of dialed in now. It's awesome. Really is awesome. Did you ever notice that you can't put the shades down? That's kind of weak. All right, so I think we're all good to go here. We got it started up. And we're going to taxi to, let's see, which runway we going to here? Let me get my sky vector up. I guess I should chart. We're going KWWD to 9N94. So at Cape May, oops, come on. Cape May doesn't have a chart, so we just look at this here. We're going runway 28. We're going to fly out to the west. All right, so that's our mission, runway 28. Sound good? Sounds good. And here we go. Cape May traffic, TBM 328 Tango Baker. Tango Bravo. I always say Baker. Tango Bravo. We're going to be taxiing runway 28, Cape May. All right, so let's get our toggle those brakes. And we are off and running. Just going to do one more double check to make sure. Oh, did I? Oh, we're going to have to go across the dirt here. Oh, wait. It's that crazy guy. I tell you, it is nice having tracking for $10. I know there's, and there, a bunch of people, oh, there's all these things, you can get it for free, and there's webcam app. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Tracking. You can get webcam apps, you can get other Apple app or iPhone apps or Android apps. I happen to find this one. I liked what the developer did as far as explaining how easy it was to configure, and So I decided to give it a go. And I'm happy with it. And we're going to be giving away 2 keys tonight, by the way. I'm going to stop at the stop right here before we depart. I would say that, I want to tell you the ground handling on this plane is very good. I'm pretty happy with this plane. I just wish I could paint it. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Doesn't look like me. Nice plane, eh? All right, back in the cockpit. So we'll get our center tracking. Boom. Yeah, so we're going to be giving away 2 keys tonight for SmoothTrack. We're going to give away an iOS key, and we're going to give away an Android key. So 2 winners. What I'll ask is, it'll be a trivia, 2 trivia questions. What I'll ask is, if you're an iPhone user, iOS user, that you'll only participate in the iOS one, and if you're a Android user, you participate in the in that contest on the honor system. All right, guys. So that's what we're going to be doing a little bit later. All right. So double check FSEconomy. Make sure we are in progress, and we are in progress. So we are good to go there. Cape May traffic at TBM 328 Tango Bravo, departing runway 28, will be departing the pattern to the west, climbing to 5,000 Cape May. All right. Flaps to takeoff. See, this is what I like right here. I can look there. That's nice. Or if I'm turning, you can get a sense for where you're going. Here's the other thing I like. I could lift up and look over the nose a little bit, which is nice. That's kind of cool. I like that. And the difference, it's a little different in VR because, you know, in VR, I could be, the console stays in one space in your view, so you can move your head and the console doesn't move. It's like in real life, right? Here you move your head, the console's moving, so it can get a little difficult, like when you're trying to change stuff. You're trying to, like, if you move, you're on the altitude wheel and you move a little bit, you'll slip off the wheel. So you have to keep your head very still, or you just take it off tracking. That way it just stays still. All right, so here we go. Ooh, here we go, baby. Definitely the better ground handling this plane. The ground handling in the longitude is not very good. Like, see, now when you get to speed though, I mean, I'm barely touching the rudder. Barely touching the rudder. And we're off. Gear up. And let's get that autopilot right on. Where the hell is it? Why won't autopilot come on? Come on. Are you serious? Why won't the autopilot come on? Oh, come on. You're telling me this autopilot is not going to come on? Let me take the tracking off and see if it works. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Oh, yeah, let me try vertical speed. Not working. Flight director off, flight director on. All right, let me just hold on. I don't want to. Thank you. I think I missed that step. Thank you. Yeah, very good, Hammer. Thank you very much. I must have missed that step in the checklist. I must have missed that step. Thank you. You saved the flight, dude. This is my first cold and dark on this plane, so going a little fast. I keep it like 130. Don't you love when you fly through the mist like that? It's so cool. You know, listen, I'll be the first to say that I've been a little critical of FS 2020, but there's some very cool things about it. Yeah, you did. I'm like, how come my autopilot's not going on? All right, let's get the track IR back on here. We'll center ourselves there. So, all right. Let's see, 114 miles. AP. Oh, yaw damper. They always want you to put the yaw damper on. Auto select. I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, what we have is enjoyable. It's enjoyable. There's a lot. It needs work. It needs work. Yeah, I've been a little ornery about it from time to time when I start. Why do we blow through 5,000 there? We just blew through 5,000 there. That was weird. Oh, level? Oh, I had level on. Why'd I have level on? Oh, I think I want level on. I think that comes on automatically. I never noticed it. When I fly with weather, I've definitely noticed turbulence. Zaxter, how you doing? Thanks for joining, man. What's my take on on-air versus FSE? Kind of stuck on which to go with. Both. Both. I like them both. FSEconomy is a little bit less complex. If you want something that doesn't take as much, time and strategy and stuff, then FSE is probably for you. I'm playing on air on the Thunder server, which is the full-fledged one. It's it's the more difficult one. It takes a lot of time, and for example, like if you want to rent a plane and you're at one airport, like let's say you're at Boston and you want to rent a plane that's in Hartford, you actually have to transport your pilot there, yourself there, and it actually takes real time. Like it takes you an hour of real time to get there. So it's stuff like that, It's complex. It's definitely more complex than FSE. But I like FSE because it's home to me. I've been doing it for 4 years, and I'm comfortable with it. But I like them both. Is On Air free? I've been on FSC since like 2015. Yeah, On Air is not free. On Air is reasonably inexpensive. If you go for like the year option, I think the year option is like $42 or something like that a year. So it's not very expensive. But there's a lot to it, you know. I think that I like the challenge of On Air. I think it's a challenge, more of a challenge than FSC is, but yet FSC is like, once, you know, I've been like you, I've been on there for a while, Puma, and I sort of know all the ins and outs. So not that it's getting boring, but it's getting, or mundane, but it's like, you know, you're kind of looking for a new challenge, you know. On Air, you can get a free trial. I think it's like a 2-week trial or a week trial. I recommend doing it. Try it out on. There's different servers On Air: Cumulus, Stratus, and Thunder. Cumulus is the easiest server. They have like AI pilots and all this stuff. Thunder is the more difficult server. That's where there's like, it's more competitive. Like there's like leaderboards and stuff like that. So, but it's a lot. It's fun. You know what I recommend, Zach. If you guys are interested in looking at it, Puma, or whoever was asked, who was asking that question? Yeah, Puma. If you haven't really used it a lot, check out. I'm doing a stream series. I started episode 1 is like getting started with it. Okay, I'm up to episode 4 now on my channel, and I'm going to continue to do that as long as I'm playing it. And every time I live stream, it'll be another episode. Now I'm playing off, you know, off the stream too. Like today, I did a check ride in the Citation Longitude, because you'll find out very quickly that in the smaller planes like the DA62 and the TBM, you can't make a lot of money with them because they don't carry a lot of cargo. They only carry like 5 or 6 passengers. But when you get into the Citation, the Longitude, I can actually throttle back here a little bit. Well, am I way off track here while I'm yapping? Yeah, I didn't have my nav button on. Oh, that's smart. That's brilliant. Well, it's going to take us a little bit to get back on track. I forgot. I turned my nav button. All right, did I turn anything else off? Okay, I'm going to altitude hold at 5,600. So now it's going to shoot me back. Anyway, so you guys got me talking. Main difference is is depth. Yeah, I agree with you. You want to jump in and fly, go quickly in FSC, which you can do. You have a few hours to kill in the weekend. And On Air is more in depth and keeps you interested. Yes, On Air is more in depth, and there's more strategy to it and thinking and stuff. You know, thinking, but there's more strategy to it. You know. Hey, Zaxter, thanks for subscribing, man. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I would just browse through some of those episodes, like that I put together, and they're really meant to let people see what I'm going through, so that they can kind of like watch it and get an understanding. If you don't want to watch all of them, that's cool. But if you watch episode 1 and 2, that's probably enough to get you going. I realized, after a few hours of playing, that I went right from the Cumulus server over to the Thunder server, which is the more difficult one, because I didn't. If I was going to play the thing, I don't want to waste. I want to just go right for the competition. That's just me, Some people won't do that, but I just dove in. But anyway, Puma, have you fixed the fuel burn on the launch? No, they have not. They need to. FSEconomy, it's not going to happen until Asobo fixes the plane. Asobo has to fix the plane because the plane's wrong, right? In the sim, it's wrong. I think after 2.5 or 3 hours, you burn all your fuel up. It's supposed to have like a 4,000 mile range, right? Something like that. So until it gets fixed in the sim, FSC, I asked them about it. They said they're not going to. They're not going to. I asked them to add it. They're not going to add it until it gets fixed in the sim, and the same thing with on air. They're not going to change it until it gets fixed in the sim. But I noticed today that on air actually has two different versions of the Longitude. They've got one that's the same specs as the sim, as FS 2020, and then they have another one that has less cargo capacity and like 32 passengers, which is really strange. It's kind of weird if you take a look at it. On air, Hammer says, on air made me mad as a cat at a talk show for a few hours till you figured out what was happening. Yeah, at first you're like, what is this? I'm used to FSC. FSC's like, boom, get in, Roger, fly your thing, do your thing, boom. What is all this complicated? What, I got to do this and I got to do that, and it's yeah, it was a little frustrating at first, but like you said, once you get in the groove of it, it's fun, And you're like, because you question it. At least I was questioning, like, why do they set up jobs like that, or why isn't everything a round trip? And I realized that they want you to plan it out. They want you to think about, if I go here, what is that indicator? Fuel. Wait, fuel imbalance. Come on, dude. I have auto select on. Maybe I turned it off. Come on, where's my... I must have not had it set to auto. All right, so now hopefully it'll balance out the fuel. Anyway. Let's see. Just started on air today, watching a couple of... Awesome. Thanks, Raspberry. I like the way you spell that. That's awesome, Raspberry. Did a tutorial on Cumulus. So that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then you just go right to Thunder. I agree with you, because if you're going to play it, why not just go to the competition? FSEconomy is definitely free, Stormcat. Completely free. Yeah, you also went to Thunder as well, Alan. Let's see. Longitude is it's one of my favorites too, for sure. But when it heard the issues, decided, yeah, save $60. Yeah, I splurged for it. I hope they fix it. I did it for a reason, because I wanted to be able to create the content with it, So, but I hope they fix it, Oh, you hit a 9K last minute mission. Well, what's nice is with that Longitude, like, I got a mission that I'm getting ready to fly. I just took the check ride this afternoon. My mission I'm going to fly is like 25 grand. So, that's like a 200-mile mission. So you can make a lot of money when you're flying that. Now, the real money, you see some people on air, and they're like, the leader has like $330 million. So they're probably flying, 747s filled with everything in the world and making millions of dollars per flight, I'm not going to get into that. I like flying the GA planes more, so whatever it is, So yeah, that's the problem with it. FSC closed their registration. They're not allowing any more registrations. Yeah, Wolf, I know. Yeah, Stratos has leaderboards also. That's right. I didn't realize they weren't allowing registrations at FSC anymore. You have to remember, it's a volunteer group, right? Let's hope my fuel balances out here. Should, right? I got it on auto. Yeah, it's on auto. Oh, that's terrible, dude. You know, I'm going to refrain to give my opinion about it. I've been on FSC for 4 years. I'm going to refrain from giving my opinion about it. Why would you close registrations? They must have technical issues. That's the only reason. They must have technical issues. Well, I will tell you that are they like, do they have like a backlog, and are they processing new? Because I thought they were processing their, like there was a list of people that they were processing. Oh yeah, I know there was a wave of new players. In August they had like 2,700 new players. Due to technical issues, new user registration are temporarily disabled. Expect several days to address this issue. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely, so they've got two issues, right? One is the server capacity, because it's not meant, you know, it's not meant to. They went from 300 users, adding 300 new users a month, to adding 3,000. I mean, that's a tenfold increase. They're not used to that. The other thing is the job engine, the assignment engine, can't keep up. Like, I'll tell you that. Here, let me show you. If you go to Cape May, our average in Cape May, this is one of the FBOs that we own, is 77. That's the average. We've already almost doubled the average on the 10th day of September. That's incredible. Look at this spike. Like, basically, you know, we were sitting around here 50. This was like mainly me and Coyote were doing all the flying. And then, boom, we went from 68 to 192 in August. It's like 3 times, you know, that's like triple, right? So, I mean, it's great. But the problem, though, is every airport's like this. Okay, even like little N51 has Salzburg. I bought this airport on auction for 200,000 like in August. Okay, it's in New Jersey. I know the airport. I've been there. It's cool, right? Normally, this thing would have like 3 or 4 flights to it. It's got 14 flights already. Okay, if you go to like Old Bridge, 25 flights already. Look at the average. Look at this. That's incredible. Okay, so what's happening is the twofold, right? Server size. This is my guess. I don't know if it's for sure. Server size is probably a problem for them. Why am I off track here again? My nav went off by itself. I did not turn that off. That's the second time that's happened. Anyway. So, what the hell was I saying? Oh, so basically, yeah, so I think it's the server size, and I think that their assignment engine's not keeping up. Like, it's not like, look at Roanoke. Now, Roanoke has more because not as many people fly there. But Cape May is just getting, but even Roanoke, okay? Roanoke was averaging 50 a month. Look at the spike. Boom. In August, okay? And we're already at 88. So we're probably going to be August, it's September 10th, so we got 20 more days, so probably going to be another 120. So it's going to be over 200 flights in Roanoke. What a bargain I bought this airport for, a bargain, all right? But basically, that's part of the issue, you know. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought, because we've been getting a lot of some new members and stuff, and they said they just signed up and they just got approved. So I think they're approving people. They just got a major influx, you know. you know. But but by the way, On Air's got the same issue. They have automatic. They're more automatic, right? So they're going to be able to handle. But their servers were getting hammered too. On Air on the weekend, the servers are getting hammered, you know. But anyway, so let's break right now from the economy talk. Let's just double check on where the hell we are here. All right, we're moving pretty quick. Let's make sure the nav doesn't go off again. It's kind of weird that it went off again. All right, so I'm going to give away the Android key. All right, so if you have an Android, this is your... Hope somebody has an Android. If you have an Android, what I want you guys to do, first thing to do is go to my Discord. The link is in the description, okay? Go to my Discord, sign up for the Discord, okay? And on the Discord, on my Discord, let's see, hold on. Look for, let me show you. This channel right here, Post Trivia Answers here, okay? Look for that channel. That's where we're gonna post the trivia question, or the answers to the trivia questions. And it's gonna be multiple choice, A, B, or C. All right. So make sure you signed up here. Give you a few minutes to sign up here. Go to the Bambino Tech, or actually link it in the description. Get on the Discord. Get yourself looking at this one here. It's under Online Air Manager. I'm gonna move it to a different spot. It's under Online Air Manager. Post Trivia Answers here. Okay, get yourself looking at that channel. All right. Is my nav still on? Yeah, I must have inadvertently hit it. Okay. All right, so you guys ready? This is for the Android license to SmoothTrack. SmoothTrack. This is the app that I'm using for head tracking for your Android device. Okay. You guys ready? It's an aviation trivia question. Got to get it out here. All right. Are you guys ready? First person to answer correctly in that channel on Discord, I'll give you a few more minutes to sign up there, is going to win this, okay? Okay, I got a good one. All right, so you guys ready for the question? You guys ready? All right, so make sure you guys are looking at that Post Trivia Answers here. And the first person to answer is going to win the key. And then I'll instant message you the key. This is for the Android app for SmoothTrack. Thanks to SmoothTrack, the guy at SmoothTrack for providing that key for us. So here we go. Ready? The trivia question is, hold on. Who invented the rocket? A, Chinese, B, Japanese, C, the Russians. Who invented the rocket? A, Chinese, B, Japanese, C, Russian. All right, go ahead and answer. Whoever gets it first wins the Android app. Who invented the rocket? A, Chinese, B, Japanese, C, Russian. We don't have any Android. No one's answered yet. We don't have any Android users. I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at the Discord channel. Nobody? Nobody? Elton. No, full. That's not the answer. Come on, dude. Nobody wants the Android app? Okay, if that's the case, then we'll give away the iOS app, because that seems like you guys are all Apple users like me. Okay. It's going to be a different question. One more time. Who invented the rocket? Chinese, A. Japanese, B. Russians, C. Oh, Full Trotter said he bought the app already, so it's no good. All right, sorry, guys. All right, so let's go with the iOS app. Hopefully one of you guys will have iOS. Yeah, but Don, Don, you answered it in the wrong place. I tell you what, Don, if you have an Android device, go to my Discord, sign up for the Discord, go post A in the Discord, and I'll give you the Android thingy. All right, I'll give you 2 minutes to do that, and then we'll move on to the other one. All right, let's see. Beautiful area in Pennsylvania. Okay, Don, you don't have Discord? Well, you win anyway. I tell you what, email me. I'm going to put my email address, okay? Let me see. What's the best way to do this? I'm going to put my email address in here, okay? I know this is probably inviting spam, but... All right, email me here, Don, and I'll send it to you, okay? Email me there, and you got it. You got the Android app for SmoothTrack. SmoothTrack. Congratulations, Don. All right, let's give away the iOS app now. All right? Let's give away the iOS. Now, if you already own the app, obviously don't participate, because what the hell are you going to do with a key when you already own it? All right? But if you don't own the app and you want to try it, it's pretty cool. You're welcome, Don. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Hit the subscribe button, John, if you haven't already. I'd appreciate that. All right, so we're going to give away the Android. Same thing. In the Discord, you got to type the letter in the Discord. Okay? Now, these are... I've been giving out really simple trivia questions, so I'm almost through all these aviation ones, so we're going to get to some more difficult ones, okay? Which of these military aircraft, which of these is a military aircraft? Now, don't type anything until I read all the possibilities, the multiple choices, okay? Which of these is a military aircraft? This is for the iOS key for SmoothTrack. Ready? Which of these is a military aircraft? A, F-17, B, A300, C, Boeing 727. All right, whoever answers first gets it. Let's see. Which of these is a military aircraft? F-17, A, A300, B, Boeing 727, C. Waiting for somebody. Did you guys all buy the app? Everybody bought the app. No one's answering. Okay, Jeffrey, you answered first. I guess you don't have Discord. Okay. So you win, Jeffrey. You win the app. Email me at my email address, which I posted above, and I'll send you the key for that app. Okay? Congratulations. Yeah, but that was a simple one, Puma. If you have to Google that, all right, I better get my ass down here. I'm like, you're welcome, Jeffrey. Just email me and you got it, okay? I want to get down to 3,000 feet here. I must have inadvertently hit the nav button. Oh, there's the delay. Yeah, that's YouTube. That's one of the problems with doing contests like this because of the delay. I have it on low latency too. I don't know what the It's YouTube. Their servers delay it, you know. Oh, you have Track IR. Okay. I'm not sure if it's better. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say it's better than Track IR. Okay. I think Track IR is easy to install. It might have more bells and whistles to it. I mean, Hammer, this is $10, so you could try it, you know. You should have answered the question. You could have won it. Gotcha, Raspberry. Okay. I get you. Yeah, I get you. Well, let me just see here. Yes, so no one is still answered. So that tells you that all you guys either bought it or you didn't want it. So we got the 2 winners, which is great. So appreciate you guys participating, and thank you to John at who's a developer of SmoothTrack for providing those keys to give away. So make sure you guys email me, and I will get you your keys. And just let me know which one you won, okay? So I don't have to write that down. So Jeffrey, actually, you know what, Jeffrey, let me just do this here. Hold on. Jeffrey won the iOS, and who won the Don? Don won the Android. All right, cool. Took a note of that. That's a good point. I like that too. To be able to, like right now I have it paused. And when I'm going to start to land here, guess what? I'm going to put it back on. So here we go. Like we're getting ready to land here. Okay. We're getting ready to land here. So I'm going to put it back on because I want it on. And I'll center it. Well, you won today, Don. You certainly won today. Oh, I got this haziness. All right, I got to change. You know what? I got to change the time because I can't see anything. Hey, Don, thanks for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Uh-oh. I think I just hung... Oh, there we go. I thought I hung Flight Simulator. All right, cool. Here we go. Now my nav went off again. Did I turn that off? I didn't turn that off. The nav went off again. I think when I changed altitude, it went off. That's weird. That's the third time that's happened. Third time that's happened. Strange. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, I know what it is. I have the toggle. Good point, Hammer. Hammer with another answer. Let me get on the ground and we'll figure it out. All right. Autopilot is off. There's my airport. I'm coming in hot here, so.
Landing gear.
I think I'm going to have to come around.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
So this is a good example of why. Let's say I'm coming in hot, so I'm going to do a pattern here. Enter the pattern. Yeah, so many, exactly. You have so many different things bound. Why is it so stuttery? Oh my God. This is terrible. Sometimes it just happens like this, you know. Sometimes the sim just goes into like a stutter fit. I think it's scenery load. I really think it's scenery load because, you know, I just think that this, you know, I think their caching system is whacked. Yeah, but I mean, it's supposed to be cached, right? Yes, you're probably absolutely right, Puma, but you know, it's supposed to be start caching it as I get closer to a target, you know? It's just aggravating to me. It's terrible. I mean, I got a super fast internet connect, not super fast, but very fast, like almost 600 megabits down. All right, Jeffrey, congratulations, and you're very welcome. Thanks for participating. I'll tell you what, if you like the app, do me a favor and go on iTunes, or not iTunes, on the App Store, and just leave a nice comment for John. He's a really nice guy. He's just, you know, he's just trying to start his little business, which is awesome. Did I? Oh, I missed this airport. It's over here. All right, this is going to be fun. There's no way I'm landing this here. Like, there's no way I'm landing that. I mean, if you like it, I'm not, you know, if you like it, do that, Jeffrey. If you know, if you're not happy with it, then I don't suggest doing that. Yeah, this is very bad piloting skills here. So I'm gonna take another run at this. All right, we're gonna go out on the magenta. Turn on the magenta. Let me get this flaps up so I don't have to burn the engine out. That would have been a tight one, Puma. That would have been a tight one. I probably could have done it in the 172. Whip it in there. I totally agree, Azure. I totally agree. And they get their Azure cloud data faster. I think the stutters have a lot to do with scenery load. I think that's their main problem is the scenery load. Yeah. Azure. Well, that's where they're hosting. I'm sure that's where they're hosting all their that's Microsoft's yeah, that's Microsoft's cloud. Of course, I'm sure when you know, I would pretty sure they're using Azure. Yeah. They're not going to. They're not going to give the business to Amazon or Google. That's for sure. It's like I was watching. Somebody posted a question in Facebook, one of the Facebook groups. Why did Microsoft use Bing instead of Google Maps? Because they own Bing, and because Google Maps is competition. Maybe. Yeah, I'm taking a steep turn here, guys. See that stuttering? That's no good. That's just no good. It's not like I have a slow machine. I bet you if I... This is all... I'm sure this is... Now it's fine because the scenery loaded. See? You could say anything you want, dude. Well, as long as it's not profane or, you know, vulgar. I want to get some altitude here. I like to come in... When I'm flying in 2D, I like to come in from some altitude. I'm like all over the goddamn place here, man. There it is. I missed it again. I can get it this time. See, in VR, you don't have this problem. I'm making it this time. I'm not going around again. Screw that. Trim it up. Unless I have, if I think I'm going to crash, I'll give it a... Oh, God. Come on. What am I doing here? No, I got to do it again. It's awful. That's awful. This hasn't happened to me in a long time. All right, here's what we're going to do. Well, I mean the tracker app is running, but I haven't seen that problem at all. I've been using it all day. I'm obviously using OBS for streaming too. That could be part of the problem. But generally, when you get those crazy stutters like that, it's because of scenery load, and I've seen it so many times now. Yeah, yeah. Luckily, this doesn't kill you as much in FSEconomy when you're burning fuel like this. On air, oh, you can't burn fuel. Your reputation gets dinged and all this craziness. This is just more fun time to fly. Around Pennsylvania. I'm not using FS Connect. I'm using what I have. What I have running is FSEconomy's client. I have the SmoothTrack and OBS and this, and that's pretty much it. And Chrome. It's scenery load. There's no doubt in my mind it's scenery load. It happens all the time. All right, this time I'm getting myself to 2,000 feet. We're gonna fan out left here. This time I'm making it happen. Okay, we're making it happen this time. So you guys are all laughing at me. I'm sure. I'm sure you're laughing at me. The big joke. He can't even land the TBM at this little stinking airport. Well, look at that turn. Think people be puking in the back? All right. So what are the odds on me making it this time? What do you think? See, you can't really trust that magenta, whether it's right or not. Where's my airfield? There it is. See, you can't really trust it. They got to fix the GPS. I'm not 100%. Yeah, I think I'm going to make it this time. I think I got it this time. I got a good approach, got a good attitude. Watch. I hope I don't crash this son of a bitch. It is a nice plane, though. I like this plane a lot. It's one of my favorite ones in the game. Well, not a game. It's a flight simulator. I don't consider it a game. All right, we're full flapping here. We got the gear down. We got we're in good shape here at Carlisle. Carlisle traffic 328 Tango Bravo on short final for one-way 28, I guess. This looks like it's probably 28. And we are right on the middle money here. And it is 28. Good guess. Come on. Come on. Bleed it out. Come on. Good ground. I like the ground noise. But I don't like the ground handling. That's not too good there. Hey, we made it. We made it. Yeah. I love that movie. Yeah, when you subscribe to the channel or you become a member, you get the airplane thing. That was pretty good, I think. All right, do we have to back taxi here? I think we do. Got a back taxi at TBM. You know we're going to go on the grass. Not bad, eh? Round delay. Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, see, I mean, there's no stuttering now. And why is that? Because all the scenery is loaded. It's all scenery. Sometimes these cars like pull out in front of you. I don't want to hit the pushback dude with the wing. All right, we're just going to lay him right here. All right, we put the brake on.
Warning, okay.
Yeah, ground handling's not. This is one of the better planes. All right, let's see what we did here. All right, let's go to log AVR Aviation. There's our trip there. Now, we lost a little money for the group because we got a big distance bonus because I put $800 every 100 miles on this thing. But when we fly this back to Cape May, we'll get all that back. So let me just look here while we're here. We don't have anything going back that way. We could go to AVP. What do we got at AVP? Yeah, we're gonna have to leave. We're gonna have to leave the 9:30 here overnight, guys, to get some generate some jobs so we can bring them back and make some money. So we'll just do that. We'll leave it overnight. But let's see if we could pick another flight here. By the way, guys, I got your emails, and I will send it to you after the stream is done. Thanks, guys. Congratulations again, and thanks again to SmoothTrack for providing that great prize. All right, let's go. Let's see what we got here. Let's go. We could switch planes. I tell you what. Why don't we go to Roanoke? Let's go to Roanoke. Let's go to Roanoke, and let's jump into a. Where's my D30? Where's my? Oh. I was going to jump into the what do you call it? Ti SC2. Let me just see where the hell that plane is. Hold on. Oh, he's in Charlotte. Someone's got him in Charlotte. Who flew him to Charlotte? And he's locked up. Okay, so one of our members is using that. These are all member planes, by the way. Alien Distance, he's new. Yeah, so I made most of our member planes private. What we could do is we're going to go to Roanoke, and we're going to fly the wonderful, I tell you what, let's go old school into the Skyhawk. How about that? Let's do the Skyhawk. We're going to do the Skyhawk, and then we're going to fly. This is a nice trip here for the Skyhawk. To go up to, actually, it's kind of high up for the sky. It's going to be 6,000 feet. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can get a trip back, so I'll be able to bring them back later. Yeah, I got 2 coming back. All right, so we're going to take the Skyhawk to Tazewell. Let's do that. Hopefully it's on the Microsoft map. Let's see. I'm gonna go here. Oh, that's not what hold on. What am I doing? Back. Main menu. Continue. We're gonna go Skyhawking tonight. Skyhawking. I haven't flown this in a while. No, I haven't. I haven't flown that yet. I haven't flown the 152. And I didn't realize there was a mod for it. That's kind of cool. We're gonna go Skyhawk G1000 because that's how I roll. And we're gonna be going Roanoke, and we'll depart because I know we're going to go to the south. I'm going to go cold and dark on this, okay? I mean, I'm going to go ready to go. I'm not going to start her up. And we're going to go to, what the hell is it? It's probably in this, it's probably KJ F Zulu. Yeah, Tazewell. Tadwell's, oh, this would be good because it's very mountainous out here. It's like the Appalachian, yeah, the Blue Ridge Mountains, I guess. We want Janex as our waypoint to line us up for the runway. And that should be it. So let's get that going. Let's go back to FSEconomy, and we're going to pick this, hold on, yeah, Roanoke. Tazewell. Well, we got to put 3 people in there, so we're going to go with the 3-person job thingy. All right, so we're going to fly for VR Aviation. 3 people. We've only got 12 gallons in there. We got enough fuel for more. We're going 89, so we probably don't need more than. Let's just see how much we can put in there. I'm going to put 25 in there. All right, I could get a little bit more in there. 57, go 30. Why not? And we can go 35. Actually, we'll go 40. We should do 40. And that should be plenty. Yeah, we got 7. That's plenty of fuel. We're going to be heavy. Going to be heavy in the
Roanoke Tower Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready for departure to the west at runway 24. Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha cleared for takeoff runway 24 west departure approved.
All right. Let me get my FSEconomy up here. I'm just starting that. Make sure we got that going. And that is going. Well, I'm flying FSEconomy, and I'm flying for the group, dude. Next time We'll go to Colorado. Maybe we'll go to Aspen. But this time I'm going to go here. So let's go to. Well, let me get my track IR on. All right, not track IR. Did I say track IR? Are we going to go nav? Nav. We're going to go. We got to get up there. We got to get like to 6,000 or 6,500. The altitude in this airport is like 4,000. Vertical speed is 500 in this plane, and that should be about that. Get rid of the yoke. Make sure we got all our switches on. We're good there. And we are good to go. Puma, thanks for subscribing. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks a lot. All right. Let's get our butts to Tazewell. We got let me get this yoke out of the way. Set flaps to takeoff. And let's get toggle those brakes. Now, if any of you VR Aviation members want to fly that TBM back from Carlisle to Cape May, be my guest when some jobs generate. All right. Old school. Do the planes really yaw?
Sierra Alpha, continue for west departure. I will contact you next when you leave my airspace.
Okay. Do the planes really yaw so wildly on a runway during takeoff in real life? No. I don't think so. I mean, you could watch real life pilots get autopilot on. You can watch real life pilots how they, they trim things out. Like I should have had that trimmed out a little bit better.
Golf Sierra Alpha, did you hear my last transmission? Roanoke Tower, Cessna, November 223 Victor Romeo, continue for west departure.
Watch real pilots how they do it. Like watch Nico Barron pilot. There's a bunch of GA pilots. Watch how they do it. They're much. Or Aviation 101. He's great too. I really like watching him. Yeah. Come on, man. Why is my nav on? All right, I forgot to check that, but I think what it is I think my center. Yeah, I think Hammer's right. It's something to do with the SmoothTrack. I got the bindings on that is turning the nav off, so that's the problem. All right, we're going to get our butts up in the air here. Yeah, P factor is basically the torque of the prop that pushes the plane. We had to give it right rudder to keep it on track there. Look at that! Look at that weird thing there. Get these things out here in Virginia. Those weird pillars. What the hell is that? And it moves. It's really strange. The hell is that thing?
Cessna 3 Victor Romeo, you are leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Thank you. I will tell you that I don't know this
Roanoke
for
Tower,
fact,
Cessna
but
November 223 Victor Romeo, frequency change.
because it's like the Cessna and the SR-22 have differential steering, what they call differential steering, which is basically you have to brake, you got to hit the brakes to steer the plane, right? These guys in real life, they're so used to doing that, I'm sure it's, you know, it's seamless to them. But for me, at least like in X-Plane 11 and flying the Torque Sim SR-22, has differential braking. I find it very difficult. I'm used to it now. I'm more used to it now, but it's not easy. This is going to be a chore getting up to 6,000, but we'll do it. Yeah, so I think the nav bind is the same as one of the track the SmoothTrack binds. Now, I mean, I've got three people in this plane, and you know, 3/4 of a tank, so that's why I'm kind of sluggish here at 70 knots. Don't you like flying the Cessna once in a while? The SR-20 or the 172? Little drink of my beverage. Gonna get over that mountain? Oh yeah. There's that weird thing there. Another one over there. See that? It's a beautiful country out here. See this over here? That's a lake. What happens is these lakes, they form oddly, right? They form upwards, and then over time, you'll see them get sucked back into the ground. It's really strange. Like if you look at it, it's got like water on the top there. See that? It's actually a lake or a body of water. You've been flying the 172 all day. Yeah, I like flying the 172. I mean, you think about it. If I ever, like the obelisks. Yeah, yeah, it's like they're monoliths or something. I mean, if you think about it, if I ever have the opportunity to get a pilot's license, I'm probably going to be flying in a 172. So. Just takes a little time to get up. All right, I know this is an FSEconomy stream, but I'm thinking about giving away an on-air, 1 month on-air key. 1 month subscription to On Air, so you guys can try out On Air. Would you guys be up for that? terrain bugs. Missouri River is about 200 feet off the ground. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. But they get sucked back in. Like as you fly by it, they get fixed or something. It's strange. That's the problem when software is generating the terrain, right? It's not always going to get it right. They got to work those things out. I'm sure they know about those things. Are you guys up for a giveaway of on-air subscription? A 1-month on-air subscription. All right, 4,700. We're getting there. We're getting there. The whole river. Oh, really? Interesting. Oh, about 50 miles. But still, 50 miles is a lot. All right, Raspberry. Good. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to give away a key for on-air airline manager. It's a alternative. It's another like career aviation economy type world, but it's a premium service, so you have to pay for it. Going to give away a 1-month subscription for that. You get your free trial, and I guess you could add this to your free trial so you can extend your time a little bit. I think they give a 7-day free trial. So trial it for 6 days and then add this on the 6th day or whatever, 7th day or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so let's give that away in a few minutes here. And make sure you're connected to my Discord. Links in the description. Look for the post trivia answers here section. Okay? And that's where we'll do it. All right? We'll do that in a few minutes. Give you guys a few minutes to get situated there. Once we get to altitude and get on a cruise here a little bit. I want to see which one of these buttons. Let's go to the nav. Where's my nav? All right, so when I turn the nav off here, it goes to level. All right, so let me just see which one of these does that. Nope, not that one. Nope, it's not the track. It's not the SmoothTrack. And those are the only two I've been hitting. I'll just try that again. Nope, it's not that. So I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it is. Looking at the plane. See, this is what's nice about head tracking. Anybody in the back seat? Nope, my beer's back there. And you could peer over the nose, which is cool. Peer into the compass, get a little close-up view. I love this. It's awesome. You can see how steady it is now. It's not drifting at all. It's very steady, which is great. $10, guys. That's all it is. It's awesome for $10. And there are other alternatives. So, but I happen to like this one. And for me, this is really just a stopgap until VR is available. Once VR is available for FS 2020, then you know, I'll be doing that. But for $10, this is totally worth it. All right, let's get that off now. Yeah, I don't know what's turning it off there. It's weird. That's strange. All right, let me figure out a trivia question. Let me figure out a good trivia question. This time we're gonna sway away from aviation this time. I can't pick one that's close to Google. Let's see. Let's see. All right, let's pick this one here. Let's. We're not gonna do sports. All right, since we're talking about iPhone applications tonight, the SmoothTrack app, I have the perfect trivia question. All right, so make sure that you are connected to my Discord. Link is in the description. If for some reason I can't connect to my Discord. Okay, well that's a problem if I can't connect. Why won't Discord open up? It's weird. Interesting. I can't open Discord. Okay. All right. Let me figure something else out then. We'll just do it in the chat. First person to answer in the chat wins the prize. Let's just do it in the chat. Makes it easier. Okay. All right. Here's the question. You guys ready? The first person to answer correctly in the chat. What year was the very first model of the iPhone released? What year was the very first model of the iPhone released? Come on. Come on. Maybe it's because the stream is delayed. What year was the very first model of the iPhone released? Raspberry, you won yourself a 1-month subscription to On Air. Congratulations. Very good. Very good, Raspberry. Did you have to Google that, or did you know it? Okay, Gerwin, sorry, you're just a little late. Raspberry wins that one. Did you have to Google it? I'll tell you what. If someone asked me that question, I would honestly say 2008. That's the number for some reason I have in my mind. That the iPhone, and the reason is because when I went to work for this company in 2008, and I went out to lunch with this guy from the company, and he had just gotten an iPhone, and it was the new iPhone, and that's how I equate it. But it came out, probably a few months before that, 2007. Anyway, Raspberry, you win the prize. So do me a favor, Raspberry. Email me at this address. And let me know that you won the trivia contest for the On Air, and I'll send that to you. Okay? Send me an email. Just remind me of what you won, and I'll send it to you. Sound good? Well, congratulations, Raspberry. That's awesome. You won, and now you can check out On Air. All right, and keep in touch because I'm going to be starting a virtual. Okay, why didn't my altitude? Okay, there's something wrong with this autopilot because altitude didn't hold there. I set it for 600. I'm blabbing on here, and it didn't. That's weird. All right, I'm gonna go down actually. You thought it was earlier, okay. You thought it was earlier. Yeah, there's something wrong. The nav went off 3 times. That second time it didn't hit the altitude. I set an altitude, I set a vertical speed. It blew past it. So there's something wrong with the thing here. All right, I'm changing the time here because that looks so washed out. Probably look better in the morning. Here, let's see what it looks like in the morning. Ooh, that's nighttime. No. No. We'll go with a 1 p.m. Isn't that cool how you can just change the time? They do it. It's pretty cool how they did that lighting like that. All right, we're up to 113 knots now. We got our mixture set perfectly. We're hitting 2,500 RPM, and we only got 60 miles to go. Gonna be a little bit of a trek here. So yeah, Raspberry, email me, and you got yourself a key. Congratulations. Looks like it's frozen. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Whew. What was that? Scenery load, I guess? You fly the Caravan. I love the Caravan. Yeah, they have some problems with the autopilot. It seems to, like, I tell you what, like, when I first started using it, I had major problems, and the update came, and that kind of got better. And now, like, this is the first time since the first update that I've actually had a problem with it. Like the nav going off, right? That's weird. Or missing an altitude. That's weird when you have, when you have vertical, you set your altitude hold and you have vertical speed set. It's just supposed to hold that. It doesn't do it. They have a lot of stuff to fix. So we had 3 giveaways tonight, guys. And I have more of those keys to give away for on air, so the next time we stream on air, I'll give one away. But tonight we're in FSEconomy. I will tell you that I've flown in this area quite a bit. And I have ortho set up for X-Plane. It actually looks better than this, to tell you the truth. It looks better than this. When you have ortho set up, like out in X-Plane, like out in the Nevada, California desert, or the Grand Canyon, or in these areas where there's not a lot of buildings, it looks very, very good because the Ortho 4XP hugs the ground textures perfectly, and it's satellite imagery, and it looks really, really good. Okay. The problem is when you're flying X-Plane in flat areas, because in Ortho all the buildings are flat, and X-Plane overlays their Lego block buildings on top of that. You're welcome. So that's when you start to get into it looking kind of crappy. But in VR, I want to tell you, Ortho 4XP in this area right here, in the Blue Ridge Mountains, I guess these are Appalachians. I don't know which they are. They look amazing in VR with Ortho. So I don't totally buy the fact that, you know, people say, oh, the scenery in FS 2020 blows X-Plane away. I don't really buy that. I think it blows X-Plane away in cities like Rome, flat areas where the buildings and the textures are important, where they do customized texturing. I would tell you that if you look at Orbix for X-Plane, it looks pretty damn good. So, my cloud settings, I'm just doing a few clouds, and I've got it on high density, I think it is, high. Oh, Gold Rake, you hit the nail on the head. That is 100% an advantage in FS 2020. They knock the trees out of the park. We all know if you fly X-Plane in VR, the trees are awful. The trees are basically two green flat planes crossed on each other. And when you fly around them, in some cases there's just one. They're just awful. Okay? You look at these trees. They're puffy, they're different, they're odd. They're really, really good. Really, really, really good. You can't. I don't think you can use ortho in FS 2020. You use their scenery. Ortho is more for X-Plane 11. I don't think. I mean, Orbix. You have Orbix add-ons that you can get for FS 2020, but ortho is for X-Plane. But yeah, you're absolutely right about the trees, man. The trees they knock the trees out of the park. Now, the interesting thing is going to be, what are the trees going to look like in VR? Are they going to look beautiful like they do in 2D? 2D, 3D, different things. You got to draw more, you know. We're going to see. We're going to see what this stuff looks like. Yeah, they do a good job with the water too. I agree with you. They do a much better job with the water. I totally agree with that. I mean, the scenery is better than X-Plane overall, but I am just saying that in places like this where there's not a lot of, and you're high up and there's not a lot of buildings, it looks pretty good. Mashigity Pilot, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, the camera views are complicated. The scenery is complicated. That's why, if you're not running Ultra on a high-end computer, it takes a long time to generate because it's very, very. There's a lot of computation, you know. Right, you don't. Oh, I see. Yeah, you don't have to set up ortho. That's correct. Yeah, you don't. You don't have to set up ortho. And out of the box, like you said, the trees are better. It looks better. But again, we're seeing it in 2D. Let's see what it looks like when we're in VR and it's in 3D. Let's see how it looks then. I'm hoping it just translates and it looks great, and you know, they've done it. They've designed it in a way that it's going to translate. I hope that's the case. We shall see. Yeah, pause it when you do the active pause. You get sometimes you have issues with that where it will when you put it back, when you unpause it, the plane will stall. You'll go into like an immediate stall. They have to fix that. There's a mile-long list of things that have to be fixed. A mile-long list of things that have to be fixed. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Thanks for joining the stream, man. Good to see you there. They don't want to break the connection. Yeah. Perhaps. Perhaps. You know, you have to remember it's a very different scenery engine than what we're used to. You know, in the past, all the scenery engines are in place. You basically, like Aerofly FS2 is like a 200 gigabyte download for their scenery. You know, if you have Orbix or Ortho F4XP or an Orbix for X-Plane, it's multi-gig. It could be terabytes. I have a 6 terabyte drive for Ortho. This is the first time that a flight sim is actually using cloud-based scenery, and it's downloading stuff on the fly. They got to work the kinks out of that, and it's a tough problem, you know. It's a tough problem, but it's really the way it should be because they can update it in one place, you know. But it's a tough problem. Am I getting an HP Reverb too? Yes, I have one on order. Yep, I have one on order. And it's prompting me to probably upgrade my gaming PC. Right now I've got an i7 6700 CPU and a 1080 Ti, which 4 years ago was pretty killer, but you know, today it's, you know, it's not that killer. So I'm going to upgrade to a i7 10700K and a we're going to stick with the 1080 Ti. See how the CPU upgrade handles it, going to 8 cores and faster CPU, and I think that's going to add a lot to Flight Sim. But the question is, the 1080 Ti is a lower scale for the HP Reverb G2 because it has two 2K panels. So see how it's going to be. I'm probably going to have to end up in a 370 or a 3070 or a 3080. I think the 3090 is overkill. I'm not going to spend $1,500 on a GPU, just not. Although I spent $900 on the 1080 Ti when I bought it. Yeah, it is. It's actually twice. I guess it's about twice the speed of the 1080 Ti, close to twice the speed of a 2080. And also, the ray tracing is much. They've improved on the algorithms quite a bit. I'm not sure how that's going to help you in the flight simulator, but if you're into like other gaming, you know, games like Call of Duty and that kind of stuff, Fortnite and all that. Yeah, I'm probably, you know, in the back of my mind, I think I have a 3080 in my mind, because you know, I want to try to buy a 3-year upgrade, so I don't have to do it again for a while, you know. So, and it's, you know, it's 800 versus 500, so like $300 difference. You're getting, you know, I think it's like a 30% difference in power. It's probably worth it, and you know the 3080 is going to handle the HP Reverb G2 fine. So yeah, so that's the plan. See how it is with the 1080 with the CPU upgrade. Yeah, it's a bottomless pit. Well, you try to not see. What I try to do is I try to like fill the pit in so that I don't have to deal with it stuff for like 3 or 4 years, you know. What happens is, like, people that are always chasing the new thing, I don't buy that. Like, I just say, okay, I use a PC for certain things, gaming PC for certain things. Let's try to, you know, speed things up with SSDs and faster memory and all that stuff. And let's try to buy for the future. Oh, you upgraded from a 67K yesterday to okay, and all the lag and spike and stutters are gone. And a 1070. And which flight sim are you talking about? FS 2020 or X plane? What's a good recommendation to upgrade from a 4790K 1080 GPU? J-Mena, it depends on what you want to do. Are you going to be flying in VR or 2D? That's the big question. That's probably the first question. And which simulator are you taught? Well, that probably doesn't matter as much. What is it going to be, 2D or VR? That's the big question. Okay. I would go, if my personal belief right now is, go to a Z490 motherboard and go with a i7 10700K for your CPU, and then stick with the 1080. Which headset are you going to use, or are you using? Which headset are you using? That's a big question too. Because the GPU, Oculus, okay, the Rift S, you should be fine with a 1080 GPU. Okay, that should be fine. Upgrading your CPU is going to make the flight simulator run much better. Going from, is the 4790 a 4-core or a 2-core? I don't even know. But you're going to go to if you go to a 700K, that's a 8-core, very fast, clockable. You know, it's going to run at like 4.8 gigahertz, so it's very fast. It's a 4-core. Okay. Yeah, if you're going to upgrade, I believe upgrade for, don't nickel and dime it. Just go right to a 10. Spend a little bit extra money. You can get a motherboard for like $200. The CPU is going to be like, what, 500, something like that, maybe 450s, I think. So, and if you're using the Rift S, just stick with the 1080. It should be fine. It really should be fine. And see how it is, but it should be fine. CPU does memory speed matter much? Yeah, it does. Memory speed, definitely matters. Intel XMP also matters. That's faster the faster memory technology. If you can go over 3600 megahertz, that's good. 3200 as a minimum, I think, for gaming. So yeah, I would go like 3200 or 36 if you can. 3200 is still kind of reasonable. 36 is not that much more expensive. But some motherboards don't really. Some motherboards may not support 3600. You got to look and see if the motherboard supports it or not. That's important too. Like I'm looking at this Gigabyte Vision G. Is it a G board? Vision G, I think it's called. And reading the manual on it before I buy it, and it says it supports 3600 megahertz, but it's got some sort of fancy thing you got to do. And I'm like, it's complicated. 3200's native, 3600, I forget what it is, but there's some issue. And I'm like, okay, well then I'll just go with 3200. But I was going to buy 3600. What settings am I on? I'm on all high settings. Basically high. Puma, what GPU, what graphics card are you using? Because the 9900K should be fine. Yeah, it's a good processor. And you could, what's good about it? You should be you should be able to run Puma. You should be able to run Ultra on that. I mean, 32 gig of RAM would be better, but you should be able to run Ultra. VR depends on what headset. Yeah, you're welcome. You know, the good news about it is that if you upgrade, like I know in my case, I can sell the i7-6700 probably for about 150 bucks, 170 bucks, something like that. Yeah, I'm good. I got 26 miles, and I'm still on the GP. I'm still on nav, so I'm good. Thanks, Don. Um, I'm yapping away here, but yeah, I give it an eye every once in a while. Um, so I can. Hey, Seeking Creeper, thanks for this subscription. I appreciate that. The good news is you can sell a lot of this stuff and reap back the benefits. Like, for example, I'm getting the HP Reverb headset, the G2. I have an Oculus Rift, so I can sell the Oculus Rift, and because I got 3 sensors and stuff, I could sell it back and get like about 400 bucks. So it's really only cost me like $200 to upgrade, right? It's not too bad. Oh, am I in IT or is tech just part of your name? No, it's Bambino Tech. Like the channel is about technology and stuff. But yeah, I'm in IT, uh, but not for my day job is not PCs. My day job is networking. I'm in networking. I've been in networking for 30 some odd years. But I know, I've built PCs. I've built a number of PCs for people. I build gaming PCs for people. And what I've come to learn, it really depends on what your gaming is. Like I would build a different computer for someone who plays Call of Duty than a person who's a flight sim person, right? I would build a different computer for a person who flies in 2D and never wants to ever fly in VR from a person that wants to fly in VR, right? So, oh, you're studying for your CCNE. Awesome. That's great, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Good luck with that. The world needs lots of network designers. That's awesome. Yeah, so I've built a lot of PCs. And I try to match it up with what the use case is. Well, yeah, maybe you're right, Jay Mena. It might be, but it's easy to sell right now. So, like, I anticipate getting the Reverb probably like mid-October. I think they're talking the rumor. And if I like that, then I'll sell off my Rift. And listen, even if it'll cost me $300 to upgrade, it's still not too bad, right? I mean, I'm going from a Rift CV1 to a Reverb, which I think has like 4 times the resolution density. So it's going to be like, I'm really hoping it's amazing, I mean, I've been doing VR for like 4 years. I was, very early on in VR flight simulation. And my channel was like kind of leading, not, I'm not saying I'm like a groundbreaker or anything, but I was one of the first folks on YouTube doing VR flight simulation. So I've been doing it a while and not suffering, but living with the Rift because, I kind of got used to having the blurriness, but I'm really looking forward to the reverb and the clarity and the lack of screen door effect. I have this vision of what it's going to be like. I always said a long time ago, like the holy grail of VR is getting it to the point where it's as close to human sight as possible, and it's going to be kind of cool when when we get there. But anyway, you don't think you'd like the controls in VR? Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. You just basically use the touch controller and you get used to it. The benefit of flying in VR is having the dimension, the the feeling of where you are in space in 3 dimension, especially when you're landing. It's so much easier to land a plane in a VR in a flight simulator, because you can. I mean, I can literally like that turn before in the TBM. I would have easily been able to do that in VR, because you can see everything and your brain can process where you are and you can react. In 2D, you can't see everything. Even with Track IR or tracking, it helps you, but it's not the same. You know, it's not the same. Lack of screen door effects is probably going to win you over. Yeah, so, well, listen, stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel, because I got the reverb on order. I'm going to be using it specifically with flight simulation, with both major flight sims and Airfly as well. I own Airfly FS2 as well. And I have DCS too, so I could do that too. But I'm going to be doing reviews of it, you know, so you'll get an idea of what I see, and how, you know, based upon the reference of a Rift, coming from a Rift, hopefully leaping to a Reverb G2. So yeah, stay tuned, and you know, that's definitely going to be a major part of what I'm going to be doing with that reverb. Jeffrey, it's awesome. Airfly FS2 is still right now the best. To me, it's DCS is pretty good. It's the best flight sim for VR as far as clarity and scenery and smoothness. They did that right. There's a lot of things that Airfly is doing wrong, but they did that right. They did that right. When will you get new brakes? What do you mean, dude? Do I need new brakes? Did I destroy my brakes? I'm not sure what you mean, Mick Shiggity. Oh, new VR. It's like new brakes. Like what? Well, my car needs no, it doesn't. Like, does my car need brakes? I'm kind of I have an HP reverb on order. It's they're saying mid-October, maybe end of October. No one, they haven't really said yet. They delayed it. I know they delayed it. So hopefully, you know, sometime in October. Yeah, so if you guys want to wait and you want me, I'll take the arrows. All right, so you guys can get, and I'm going to give you an honest opinion. You know, it's going to be on a 1080. Hopefully by then I'll have upgraded my CPU. But it'll be on a 1080 Ti. So, you know, that's the entry level for high res. Now, the good thing about the reverb is you can lower the res, right? You can lower it down, so I can run it I believe you can run it like 75%, or I want to run it high res, you know. Any plans for the honeycomb throttle? You know, I was really excited about that when it first came out, first announced. Followed it. BGI, how you doing? Are you from the American Truck Simulator days? Did I get that right? Let's see. So the honeycomb. Life is great, man. Hope life is great with you too. Okay, then I don't remember. I'm sorry. I don't want to be... Huh? So, let me just talk about the honeycomb. So, I was really excited. It looked really cool in the first, you know, design concepts, and then they came out with what it was really going to look like, and it kind of looked a little clunky. And I always had a problem, not a problem, but I always had an issue because, oh, yes, I do remember that, BGI. Yes, I do remember that. Because I use a CH Products yoke, and listen, it's a crappy yoke. It's okay. It's like $90 or whatever. From Barbados. Yes, I do remember that, BGI. Hope everything's okay. What? Oh, okay, it's like right. Good. Anyway, so it's got these throttles and stuff built in. So if you buy the honeycomb, you got to buy the throttle, right? That's $400. I think isn't it 229? So it's $450. Uh, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the CH products and put that money into my PC. That's like a nice to have. If this thing breaks, if then I'll probably get a honeycomb. Okay. But I'm not in any hurry to get that. Uh, Paul, how you doing, Paul? Good to see you in the stream there. Hopefully they'll go to DX12 and improve performance. Yes. Let's hope they do that. Let's hope they do. Why wouldn't they have done that when they first came out? I'm not. Isn't DirectX 12 out already? It's out, right? It's available. Why wouldn't they have why wouldn't they have just like, if it's out and available, maybe it's not. I think it is. Why wouldn't they have released two at DX12? You wanted to mention that you had cataract surgery last week on your right eye, and Flight Sim looks amazing to me now. Oh, that's cool. So you improved your vision, and it looks even better. That's awesome. That's awesome. They are a lot of money in BGI. 200 and I think it's 229 for the yoke. It's very cool. See, here's the thing. So when you fly in VR, you don't really give a crap about what the instrument looks like because you never see it. You feel it, right? A honeycomb yoke, I don't care what it looks like. If I'm flying in VR, I better get ready to. I'm coming up to my waypoint here. Got a little ways. But I should start to go down here. Let me just. I know I want to be. I've flown here many times before. I want to be at like 5,000. Yeah, so when you're in VR, you don't really care what the yoke looks like because all you do is feel it, right? And the less you have to fumble with, the better. The fact for me, like having the throttles and stuff and mixture control on the yoke, like I know I'm so used to it after 4 years, like where everything is. I just don't like my hands just go to it. So I'm sticking with the CH product for as long as this thing works. Yeah, it's all muscle memory. So, you know, and to be honest with you, it's got all the switches and stuff on it. I don't need that because I use them. I use the Oculus Touch to turn the switches on. So I don't really need all those switches, right? I mean, the Yoko yoke, that's $1,000. That's supposed to be amazing, but it's too big for my desk, you know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't understand why. Why wouldn't they come out on the DirectX 12 platform in the initial release? I think they just wanted to get it. It seems everything smells like they just wanted to get that product out and capture 60 50 60 million dollars. I think probably Microsoft, who funded it, were saying, hey, look, get this goddamn thing out because we need to get our money back here. Oh, there's our airport. Well, that's an ugly looking Microsoft, or I should say, Sobo generator. Look at that, how ugly that airport is. And look at the scenery. See the scenery? Look at that. This is what I can't stand about this simulator. Come on. Coming in way hot here, guys. I'm gonna try it. Okay. I'm not sure.
500.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do this, but I'm gonna try. It's a little hot for a Cessna. That's an awful job with the runway. Awful job. That is one ugly runway. That is one ugly runway. But we made it. Let's hope those brakes kick in. Was that an ugly runway or what? Oof. This is Tazewell. Well, we made it. It wasn't exactly butter, but we made it. Phil, you said a lot there. You have rudder pedals that were made for the Omega 500, and they work. That's what the hell, man. There can't be USB though. How the hell do they work? Oh, it doesn't do 90-degree roll though. Okay, that alone, yeah, it's $1,000 too for that thing. You have the throttle pre-order, normally 2D. Okay, 50% of the time. All right, so if that's the case, then if I was more of a 2D pilot, then I would definitely look at. I'd be more interested in the honeycomb. Yeah, I mean I love the CH products yoke. It's not the greatest yoke in the world. It's ugly, but it gets the job done and it's compact. That's why I liked it. When I was looking at yokes, I spent a lot of time looking at them. It was before the honeycomb was out. But I look at the side tech and everything else, and I've settled on this one. And I have their rudder pedals are awesome too. The CH product rudder pedals are great. Do I know how to side slip? No. FAA would like to have a word. Yes. Yes. And also the local residents would like to have a word. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty terrible. Oh, 14-pin USB. Okay, cool. It works. That's good. I'm not sure how much the pedals are, BGI. You can look up on Amazon. If you're going to buy them, I got an Amazon link in the description. Hit that and buy them through there. But I think they're like $80, something like that, $75, maybe 100. Not that much. Can I share my specs? So specs are in the description, but it's i7 6700, 1080 Ti, 32 gig RAM, all SSDs. So that's the hardware. CH products yoke, CH products rudder pedals, SmoothTrack app now for head tracking, and that's pretty much it. I'm running at high settings, and most of the time I get pretty smooth. But when I come into areas like here, sometimes I'll get like stuttering from scenery loads. In New York, I'd actually published a video earlier this week on New York. New York scenery renders super slow at high settings, unfortunately. Yeah, so that's my specs. Looking to upgrade to the honeycomb. Yeah. Honeywell. Not sure what you mean by that. Slide slips works good. I'm not sure. I bought mine 4 years ago, so Hammer. I don't know which. I may have the same ones that you have 3 or 4 years ago. Whatever was the current then. All right, I will look that up, Paul. I'll look up side slipping and work on that. I'll work on that. All right, guys. Well, let's just check how we did here at Taz. Hopefully, we've made a little money. We're not on much. Yeah, this plane doesn't have any distance bonus on it. So we made $530, and we got to fly it back. So we've got a couple of people we can fly back there, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Unless one of you guys want to fly it back, who's a member of the group, that would be great too. But with that, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. I appreciate all the support, all the comments in the chat. It's a great stream tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like button, please, if you could. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. And hit the notification button. This way, when I'm streaming, you'll get notifications. I usually post it, so you'll see it ahead of time. But it's Tuesdays, 8 p.m., Thursdays, 8 p.m., and Saturdays, usually 9:30 a.m., and sometimes Sundays, and I'll throw other ones in here or there. But always appreciate the support, and you guys are enjoyable too. Thanks for the communication is what makes it a cool thing, you know, having a discussion and stuff like that. And anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great evening, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.